Hey guys, and welcome back to week 2 of our epic Garfield strip recap. Before we get started, guys, I just want to apologize for last week. I think I was a little bit too harsh on the Garfield comics. I don't know. I was having a rough day, and I was kind of looking at these comics and maybe expecting a little bit too much out of them. They're just amazing. It's an amazing series, and I always get frustrated when maybe a comic kind of goes a little bit lower quality than I was expecting, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more fair this week with this comic. I'm really sorry about that. Again, I feel really bad that I was a little bit too mean when it came to the Garfield comic. Anyway, let's just jump into this week. We'll start with last week, actually, February 19th. We'll be looking at last Saturday's strip. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, first panel, we've got John. He's pointing to himself with his thumb here. He's doing this, a little bit of that, really good. John says, I read a book about getting rid of clutter. And then he says, I'll start in the living room. And then Garfield says, I got the fridge. And he looks like he just ate a bunch of food. All right, we're getting off to a great start. This is a great strip, obviously. This is one of the best Garfield comics I've ever seen. It's very funny, very original joke here. I love this a lot. This is a great start. I'm so glad we started with something good. All right, let's continue to this week's Sunday strip. All right, first one has some nice Garfield art. I like the artwork here. It's pretty good artwork. My one complaint about the artwork is that he didn't totally color in Garfield all the way. It looks a little bit off to me, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Anyway, so first panel we see here, Garfield's. All right, this is what I like about Garfield comics is like kind of the slow burn type comics. The ones where it kind of builds up to a really, really good joke. Really good joke. So first one we've got here is Garfield. He's walking. Right, he's walking in the first panel, and then the second panel we see he's walking some more. In the third panel, now this is where we start to see what's happening here. In the third panel, we see Garfield walking, and he's getting really close to the swimming pool. There's a swimming pool apparently. So next up, we see that Garfield is walking on the swimming pool. I don't know if you guys are aware, but there's only one person I've ever heard of that could walk on water. And it wasn't Garfield. So I don't really exactly know what Garfield's doing here, so I guess we gotta keep reading to find out. Anyway, we see Garfield, he continues to walk on the swimming pool. Maybe it's filled with cement or something, I don't know. Anyway, and then we see Garfield, he's walking again, away from the swimming pool in the next panel. And then we finally see here, okay, we got John, and he's holding a towel, and he looks like he wants to go swimming. And then Garfield says, not quite warm enough yet. Oh, the water. It's frozen water. Oh, that's so good. Oh, Garfield. Oh, Garfield. Oh, this comic never ceases to amaze me. All right, that's a very funny comic. I'm glad that it was as long as it was. Let's look at Monday's strip. We got John. Now, this is what I always love is Garfield drinking coffee. It just cracks me up when Garfield drinks coffee. Should cats drink coffee? Wait a minute. Wait, I need to look this up. Hang on. Oh, no. Coffee beans, grounds, and brewed coffee contain caffeine, a very dangerous and toxic chemical to cats and dogs. Ingestion can be life-threatening. According to the Pet Poison Helpline, a moderate amount of coffee can easily cause death in small dogs or cats. Okay, so Jim Davis, I don't know what's going through his mind anymore. Cats should not drink coffee, okay? This is just science, It's kind of disappointing for me, personally, seeing one of my biggest heroes in life, Jim Davis, showing cats in dangerous situations. Last week it was chocolate, this week it was coffee. A little bit problematic if you ask me. John says, Wi-Fi's down, coffee maker broke, the store sold out of donuts, and it's hailing outside. Should cats eat donuts? Wait a minute, hang on. No, kittens should not eat donuts because they are totally immature and under development. This makes them more vulnerable to health issues. Cats can eat donuts, however, they should avoid them because of high sugar, fat, carbohydrates, and other preservatives. All right, so it's okay then that the store was sold out of donuts because Garfield's not supposed to eat donuts. Okay, Jim Davis. All right, do your research before you're gonna tell someone out there that their cat can eat donuts. Anyway, and then Garfield says, "Wow, today is even Mondayer than usual." Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good comic right there. All right. This was, I believe, Tuesday. Oh, yes, this was Tuesday. So Tuesday, it was February 22nd, 2022. It was a lot of twos, and it was really funny. It was really funny. Anyway, I thought that was really cool. It was like Tuesday on a Tuesday, and it was Tuesday. You know, it was pretty good. Anyway, so the Tuesday strip starts out with there's a mouse next to Garfield, and the mouse says in his mind, which again I feel like it doesn't make a lot of sense that they can communicate. Like they have like what's it called, that thing where it's like telepathy. They can like telepathically communicate in these comics. Doesn't make a lot of sense in the real world, but whatever. The mouse telepathically communicates this to Garfield. He communicates through his thought bubble, what do cats do when they retire? And then the mouse says, or telepathically communicates, they can't sleep all day. And then the mouse in the final panel telepathically communicates, that was their job. And then Garfield looks angry, so he telepathically communicates back, hit the road, Mr. Comedian. That's a funny one. That's really funny. That's a really funny strip. I love the Garfields. I love Garfield strips. They're so funny. Very funny comic. All right, let's look up the next one. This was Wednesday. This is a oh man. I've been waiting for one of these. I haven't seen one of these for a while. This is one of the classic fence bits where Garfield gets up there on the fence and he does his stand-up routine on the fence. Man, classic comics. Here we go. I'm so excited for this. All right. So Garfield says, good evening, cats and kittens. I'm not saying Odie's stupid, but he puts stamps on his emails. Thank you. And then everybody starts clapping because that's a funny joke. Oh. I tell you, this week, he's killing it. Besides the fact that he shows Garfield doing stuff that might kill him. He's killing it. Really, really funny. Really good stuff. Really good stuff this week. A lot of good comics this week, guys. All right, so this was Thursday. Garfield, he's licking himself, which I can confirm cats do a lot. I have 2 cats, and they like to lick themselves, you know? So I can confirm this is something that cats genuinely do. Just a little bit of a fact check. You know, typically, these Garfield comics are not that true to real cat life, you know what I'm saying? But this one is, and I'm very thankful because it's good. It's good that it is. Anyway, so Garfield's licking himself, and then he says, in his mind, in a thought bubble, he's not really speaking out loud, as we know. He says, I enjoy grooming myself, especially after a dumpster dive. Because when he's in the dumpster, then he's getting, like, food on him or something. Okay, Garfield. This week, I don't know what it is, guys, but these comics are so funny. Oh, these are funny. Alright guys, here we are on the last comic of the day. Unfortunately, this is today's current comic. I record these on Friday, upload them on Saturday, so that's why there's a little bit of a discrepancy there. But I hope you don't mind. I'm just going to go ahead and read this one off here. So in the first panel, we see that John and his girlfriend Liz and Garfield are all here. They're all here. So we see John say, that cracker tasted weird. And then Liz says, was it shaped like a little bone? So John probably ate a dog biscuit. That's my guess, anyway. And then John says, yes. And then Liz says, John, that was a dog biscuit. Oh, see, I was right. I always get this right. I'm really smart at figuring these out. And then in the final panel, Liz is kind of patting John on the head, and she says, and if you're a good boy, you can have another one. Oh, so she's talking to him like as if he's a dog. And then Garfield has a thought bubble that says, I write her material. Okay, we were doing so good. And then it's the last comic. It's like the last one is the one I have issues with. So here's my thing. Okay, so we know John's kind of dumb, right? This has always been his character. He's kind of stupid, right? But he's not that dumb. He wouldn't eat a dog biscuit. He would know. Like, he would have had to. What was it? Just sitting out? Was it just sitting on the counter? And he's just like, oh, this looks like a cracker. I'm gonna. No, he probably went to he. If we're following the logic of this, probably he would have had to get a box of dog biscuits, pull one out, but it would clearly be labeled on the box that it's a dog biscuit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way he wouldn't have seen that it was a dog biscuit box. So I don't see why John would really be thinking, oh, this is this, or what is wrong with this? I don't even know about. I just don't buy the strip. I'm not buying it, guys. I can't buy that this one is true, that this is really part of the comic. So if we could just delete this one from the canon and just move on, that would be great. But yeah, this week had some pretty good strips in it. I'm not gonna lie, there were some pretty great strips this week. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little recap. Join me next week when we're gonna recap next week's, and it'll be really exciting. Hope you guys join me for that, and I'll see you next time.
Well, he's a fat cat, a cool cat, nobody's fool cat, but look out, 'cause here comes Garfield. He never keeps it, he's too hip, he likes his catnip. Well, look out, 'cause here comes Garfield.